A man who was a firefighter walked past a construction site with his head bowed. Suddenly, a worker above lost his footing, and a large number of things came crashing down. The man, being a firefighter, immediately took a defensive stance, but was still struck and fell to the ground, unable to move. Everyone thought it was an accident. However, the man's uncle received a message indicating that the plan had failed. When his son asked about it, the uncle calmly lied, saying that a student had done poorly in an exam, thinking he could cover it up. Little did he know that his son, a police officer, had already received a message from the man and had sent colleagues to inquire at the construction site and question the worker who had stumbled. They learned that it was a blind spot for surveillance cameras and found no signs that the worker had done it on purpose. Nevertheless, the police officer's son still asked his colleagues to visit the neighborhood after work to see if there was any hidden truth behind the accident. Sure enough, they found a witness, an elderly woman. She said that a few hours before the incident, she had seen the worker who had caused the wooden plank to give way, walking back and forth on it several times. Then, the worker deliberately stepped on it forcefully, causing the surrounding paint buckets and other items to fall. After hearing this, the police officer immediately asked the elderly woman to come to the police station to give a statement, but the woman said she was taking care of her grandson alone, and could only go to the station after her grandson went to school the next day. Meanwhile, the father received information about the elderly woman and then had an associate investigate her. The next day, when the elderly woman arrived at the police station, she was like a startled bird and refused to say anything further.